So much of abundance work, it's all up here, y'all. It all starts up here. Yes, of course, there are numbers. Yes, of course, we need to be mindful of inflow and outflow. Yes, of course, we have bills. Yes, of course, we have responsibilities and all of that. And at the same time, abundance mindset and the way that we think about money also affects the way that it flows in and out through us. Ideally, we are working with both. We are being mindful and smart from a numbers practical perspective. And at the same time, we are pushing ourselves and we are thinking bigger picture and we are thinking outside of the box and not getting so caught up in these arbitrary numbers, so much so that they hold us back at the same time as well. The goal is that we are always working with both and that we're evolving into value mindset. Scarcity mindset to me is no different than survival mode. Scarcity mindset is not where we want to be. Nobody's thriving in scarcity mindset. You are not thriving when you are in scarcity mindset. When you are in scarcity mindset, you're scared, you're anxious, you're paranoid, you make decisions out of fear, you are held captive by your programming that is not yours, you're leading with fear, not love. So remember how I've said before, the opposite of love is not hate, it is fear. So it's a really simple question. Do you want to lead with love? Or do you want to lead with fear? When we are leading with scarcity mindset, we are ultimately leading with fear. We're making decisions from that place. It is the lowest vibration. We do not create more abundance from a place of scarcity. Scarcity begets scarcity. So I just want to refresh our memories around that. Scarcity is restrictive. It is focused on what you can't have. It is focused on what you're unable to have. It's focused on where you have to cut corners constantly. It does not focus on what you're able to gain. That is what scarcity mindset is. You're looking through the lens of what is deficient, insufficient, and what is missing. It's a very, very low vibration. I'll give you an analogy. You know how a lot of us have had experiences, whether we were raised by parents that were this way, or maybe had a boyfriend in the past, or maybe we had a teacher that constantly nitpicked and only focused on where we fell short instead of actually praising us for when we did well. You could have gotten straight A's, but that one B, you get berated for that. That is scarcity mindset. Rather than saying, oh my goodness, this is amazing. You did so well. You are so smart. You did amazing. I'm so proud of you. Don't worry about that B. I see that you got that B there. What happened there? How can I support you? Did you struggle somewhere? Do you need help with that? How can I actually support this B instead of being afraid of it and nitpick it and tear it down? It all applies. It's all a mindset. It's all about how you look at the world. It's how you think. So scarcity mindset is not just something that we apply to money. It's literally how you view the world. You could literally apply it to anything. So when you are operating from a place of scarcity, you are constantly focusing on deficiencies. You are constantly nitpicking. You're constantly looking for something to go wrong. You're constantly looking for how something is maybe not going to turn out well. It's worry forward. It's fear-based. And that vibration sucks. It's repelling for me personally. It literally makes me feel disgusted thinking about it because it's so icky. And I want you to feel that way about it too. You should feel repulsed by that because it is a low vibration. It pulls you down. It shames you. It tells you that you're not good enough. It tells you that you can't have enough. It makes you judge. It makes you judge yourself. It makes you judge other people. It makes you focus on what's lacking and it strips you away from your joy and gratitude. Scarcity mindset sucks. So I just want to start by leading with that. In order for you to understand what abundance mindset is, you also have to understand what abundance mindset is not. So on the flip side of that, abundance energy, abundance thinking, and abundance mindset is up. Scarcity energy goes down, not enough. What happens when you don't feel good enough? You feel shame, you feel fear, you feel resentment, you feel guilt, you feel embarrassed, you feel anxious, you feel worried. That is scarcity energy. If you feel that vibration, that's the energy, that's the vibration that you're giving. Oh, you're not living in abundance. You're living in fear. And everything around you will mirror and attract that. I don't want to make this just about money either. I want us to, again, think of this from an energetic perspective. Money is literally just one way abundance shows itself. Abundance is not something that is acquired. It is something that you tune into, and money is just a side effect. Abundance is an energy. It's a vibe. And when you have abundance vibes, money naturally flows in. So don't worry about the money. If you're worried about money, you're probably in scarcity because you're not thinking abundantly. So remember, abundance energy is very simple. There's more where that came from. This is Abundance Mindset 101. So if you ever start to feel worried about money, an unexpected bill, unexpected expenses, new era, setup costs, all of a sudden, new move, new transitions, etc. There's more where that came from. There's more where that came from. No matter what it is, there's more where that came from. More experiences, more joy, more opportunities, more love, and more money. Okay. Money is just a side effect. Take money off the pedestal. If you're focused on having more money, you're focused on the wrong thing. You should be focused on the energetics of abundance, not money. Stop worrying about dollars. You're worrying about the wrong thing. That to me is like worrying about the zits that you get every now and again, and then squeezing them and popping them and then dealing with acne scars afterwards. And then you're in that hamster wheel versus actually focusing on how to make your skin healthy overall. Because I also stopped focusing on little breakouts. They will happen. And instead I focused on healthy skin. I focused on a healthy environment, healthy skin, not perfect skin, healthy skin. And so of course, every now and again, I'll get a little breakout here. If I'm under high stress, if I eat a little too much of this or too much of that, I can look at it holistically and not get caught up in the little micro things, micro dips, but healthy environment to bounce back. Exactly. Right? That's how you should also think about your money as well. You're always going to get hit with unexpected bills. Life is going to happen. If you want to upgrade your life, well, guess what? Change is going to have to happen. If I wanted to upgrade from my one-bedroom apartment, if I was going to upgrade my life dramatically, I was also going to have a lot of new spending come up that I haven't had in over a decade. All of a sudden, I got to get all kinds of new furniture. All of a sudden, I got to get all kinds of new shit. But I'm not going to worry about that. They're micro dips in a healthy environment. It's what's necessary for me to move forward. So if we get caught up in the zits, you're actually going to make it worse. How many times do you go and start popping zits and then you just fucked everything up again? Or you just set yours backwards. Another 3 weeks for that skin to get clean again. So now when I do get zits, I just leave them alone. Even if they're doing like a crazy whitehead thing and it's like on the verge and all I have to do is just touch it and it'll just, I just leave it alone. I just leave it alone because I know if I just let it do its thing, then I don't break the skin and I don't have to make it go through a healing process. It will do it on its own. It will self-correct. It's going to be fine. It'll be 1 week of blemished skin versus 3 weeks of blemished skin, big red zit, scar, healing over. That's a 3-week process. But if you leave it alone, it's a 1-week process. So in the same way with scarcity, we start feeling a thing. And then what do? We run. We make dramatic decisions. We jump ship. We sabotage. We pull the plug. We sell. We buy, right? It's like the stock market, right? Oh no, there's a dip. What do? Get out, right? Like, oh no, I'm starting to not feel good enough. I don't feel safe, right? And then you start to run. It's the same thing, energy, right? You see that zit and what do? All of a sudden you start spiraling into shame. You start spiraling into fear. Oh my God, oh no, I have a thing coming up. And then you start meddling with it. It's the same energy. You can literally apply it to everything from a zit to social situations to money, bank accounts, expenses, etc.